Exploding myths. Is Intel really better than AMD Ryzen? Welcome back, tech enthusiasts. Today, we embark on a journey to debunk one of the most enduring myths in the PC world, the comparison between Intel and AMD Ryzen processors. Grab your favorite snack and let's dive into this intriguing face-off. Debunking the Intel versus AMD Ryzen myth. What makes Intel and AMD Ryzen different? Before we examine the evidence, let's understand the key differences between Intel and AMD Ryzen processors. Intel, the long-standing industry leader, has been supplying CPUs for decades, boasting high clock speeds and single-core performance. On the other hand, AMD Ryzen processors are the relatively young contenders, known for their multiple cores and impressive multitasking abilities. Comparing performance. While it's true that Intel CPUs often outshine AMD Ryzen chips in pure gaming performance, it's essential to consider the context. The difference is minimal for the average gamer, and AMD Ryzen's multi-threaded performance makes it a worthy competitor. Especially for content creators, streamers, and those engaging in CPU-intensive tasks like video editing, AMD Ryzen can deliver exceptional results. Fact 2: Pricing and value for money. Another crucial aspect of the Intel versus AMD Ryzen debate is pricing. Historically, Intel CPUs have been more expensive, whereas AMD Ryzen processors tend to offer similar performance at a more affordable price point. That value for money has attracted budget-conscious users, allowing them to invest the saved amount into other components, such as a better graphics card or faster storage. Fact 3: Overclocking capabilities. Overclocking, the process of running a CPU at higher clock speeds than specified, has long been a favorite among PC enthusiasts. When it comes to overclocking, Intel might have the edge due to its higher single-core speeds. However, the gap has narrowed significantly in recent years, with AMD Ryzen processors offering impressive overclocking potential, and in some cases, outperforming Intel's offerings at similar price points. Fact 4: Power consumption and heat. In this category, Intel often enjoyed an advantage over AMD Ryzen, as their CPUs historically consumed less power and produced less heat. However, AMD has made significant strides with their newer Ryzen processors, especially with their Zen 3 architecture. With technological advancements, AMD Ryzen CPUs now offer improved power efficiency and comparable thermal performance to Intel chips. Fact 5: Future-proofing and upgradability. When considering future-proofing and upgradability, both Intel and AMD Ryzen processors have their advantages. Intel CPUs have historically had better compatibility when it comes to older software and games due to their market dominance. However, AMD's consistent commitment to maintaining socket compatibility and providing firmware updates enhances the longevity of their processors. This makes it easier and more affordable for users to upgrade their systems without changing the motherboard. It's time to set aside the long-standing myth that Intel is definitively better than AMD Ryzen. The truth is that both companies offer stellar processors, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Intel might have an upper hand in certain areas, but AMD Ryzen processors provide compelling competition, ensuring that consumers have more choices at varying price points and usage scenarios. We hope this video has shed some light on the matter. Remember, it's essential to consider your specific needs, budget, and use cases when deciding between Intel and AMD Ryzen processors. Keep exploring, stay curious, and we'll catch you in the next tech myth-busting adventure.